In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make your own green screens. I used an app on my MacBook called Sketchbook, but it might be available on other devices as well. And I just made the background green so it would turn into a green screen. Then I selected the first layer and changed the color to white because I knew that that wouldn't camouflage into my background and it would stand out. You actually saw this at the beginning of my video, so you just draw out whatever you want. You can do this in one fluid motion or you can do a stop motion type of thing. I did this all in 2 layers. So I drew out layer 1 by saying how I make. Once I did that, I selected and created layer 2, and then I kept layer 1 unhidden and I just traced over what I already had but slightly off. This way you'll see a difference when you put both slides together. So you want to trace it but just slightly off from what it was. So there you can see I did that for layer 2. Once you have your layers done, you can hide and unhide them to make sure they look how you want them to. Then you want to hide all of the layers except one at a time so you can save each layer and the other ones won't be visible. Then you'll go back and change it so the next one is visible but the rest aren't. If you kind of see what I mean, I'm doing it in this video. I hide layer 2 while I save layer 1, then I hide layer 1 while I save layer 2. Now comes the fun part where you edit it all together. So I did this in iMovie. I just dragged each layer, but as you can see they're really long, so I just cut it down to a couple seconds each. Once you cut them down, you're going to go up to the top and make sure you have them as crop to fill instead of kin burns so it doesn't move around, and you're just going to crop it so it will fit with the picture that you're putting it on top of or the video you're putting it on top of. Then you're going to go back up to the top and make sure you make each one a green screen so it's not just a green screen, so it actually goes on top like this. And when you're done, it'll look something like this. Okay, so for this method of green screens, this is going to be using other people's. So you can use either Instagram or Snapchat. You just have to do it slightly differently depending on which one you use. You just take any picture when you go to your story and then you draw so it's green by just pressing and holding green. And then you can search for whatever GIF you want. I usually search boho because it has pretty cute GIFs on it. And then I find some that I like. Once I have that, I size it how I want it. Then I usually find a few more because you can put several on one sheet and just crop it when you add it to your video in the editing process. Once you're done with that, all you do is save it to your camera roll.